Okay, so I want to show you how to automate all the training in Local Lead Boss. So you've seen now how to find leads using all the techniques and how to run at least 8 checks across these sites. Now, how about we actually do all of that and we actually generate at least 12 hot leads in just over 2 minutes? And let me show you how that's done. So essentially all you need to do is type in a niche into this box here. This is the Local Lead Boss software, and you can search over Google. You can get Facebook or Google Places, or even just enter some manual URLs if you need to. And even if you're searching across Google, you can search across all the different data centers around the world. So if you're not actually based in the US, but essentially all you need to do is let's start the stopwatch just for a bit of fun. So you just type in a niche. So let's just do auto repair in Dallas and click find websites, and it will come back with 46 results straight from Google, and then you just click analyze and you just watch all these results come in. And what you see here is it's analyzing each site and running those 8 tests that we talked about in the training automatically. Okay, so you don't have to do anything yourself. All you've got to do is put it in the niche and off it goes. So as it's checking all of these, first of all, it's checking every URL against the malware checker. So it's checking Google for any malware on that site. Secondly, then it's checking each site to see whether they've actually got WordPress and what version of WordPress that they've got. So if there's an X in the box there, then it's not a WordPress site. So we can ignore that. But if you leave it sorted here on WordPress, then you can see all the WordPress ones are coming in at the top. And then it's pulling back the versions. At the moment it's configured so that if the version is less than 3.5, then that's a security risk, and so it puts it in red. And then what it does, it runs the rest of those tests that we talked about, and as they're coming in, you can even hover over any of these items, and it will show you what's wrong with that site. Okay, so for example, in this one, the configuration file isn't accessible. Even the username admin is available as well, so you can log in as admin on that one. So all these are actually coming in, and we're up to 41 out of 46 now. We're at 1 minute 49 seconds, and so as the last one comes in, what I'm going to do is just stop the stopwatch. Here we go. So let's say 2 minutes and a second, and then if I just look through here, so that's got 7 out of 8, so that's definitely a lead. If it's got a question mark, it means it just hasn't been able to determine the WordPress version. So let's count through those. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That one scored 8 out of 8, so let's leave that alone. 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, let's leave that one alone. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there you go. You've got 15 leads in just over 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 1 second. And I think you'll see it's very, very straightforward then to actually contact those people. So not only that, now you can actually go and grab some details. So let me move the stopwatch out the way for a second, and let's start looking at a couple of these sites. So let's say I wanted to get hold of one of these, then all I need to do is double click on the site and it will open up the site in a mini browser for me. And all I need to do then is to find the contact details for that site, usually the contact us page, but it does change for each one. And there we go. So I've got some address details, and I just highlight those, and I just click the address box here and move the phone number in there. If they have an email address, then I can grab that as well. So let's just grab that. So even though I've added these in, these addresses are actually just made up just because I don't want people contacting them, and but I want an address there because I want to show you what happens next. So once you've done that, you click on save, and you can see little icons appear saying emails on record, phone numbers on record, and you can keep doing that, and you can see how very quickly it is to grab those contact details. And then what you can do is obviously save that and build up a list in a saved list here, and you can export that list, give it to an outsourcer to contact, or save a niche, for example, and then import that niche later on. Or you can go straight, in fact, into a really good email tool and prepare reports or email them direct. So if you've got their email, then there's a whole selection of templates here. And you can make up your own templates or create, customize these ones that are provided for you. But this one's quite straightforward, simply saying your website may be at risk. Hi, I was just browsing your website and I noticed you had a couple of high-risk security problems with your site. You may be at severe risk of being hacked. So I checked with a security analysis tool and I thought you'd be interested in the results. Spelt wrong. So I'll get that changed, but basically that's what you do, and once if you've got a collection of email addresses in there, so in other words, if you're sending it to a whole load of them, it will do a mail merge automatically for you and replace all the test results with the test results specific to that site. So then all you need to do is select your mail server, which I'll show you how to set up, and click on send. And what it does, if I show you the preview button here, it replaces those mail merge fields with the actual text and the results of the tests. So you can actually customize this in any way you like. It tells you whether there's a good result or a bad result. And you can send that straight to the client via email. But if you don't want to do that, or if you are unable to get the email address, another very effective way is to use direct mail. And so I created another template. Again, you can customize all of this, and this is the sort of format where you could just take this and copy it straight into Word. And for example, we got the address of one of these guys. So let's just go back into the editor, and if I go down to here, and I can double click on this address field, and it sticks it in at the top there, so that when I now click on preview, it actually puts the customer's address ready for copying into Word or whatever you use to do your letters. So I can highlight that, Control C, and then copy that to my clipboard and paste that straight into Word, and that's then ready to go. So you've got two ways there. You can either do a direct mail piece or you can email them direct, and I think you can see how effective Local Lead Boss software tool is, and how you can actually generate a lot of leads in literally about 2 seconds per lead. These guys will respond to your contact, because you are going in with something that is a big risk to them, and you're going in as, a trusted third party who's going to help them out, because you can solve these so quickly. And I think you can see that's quite an amazing tool for finding leads really, really quickly. So, I think, in terms of the value and the pricing here, I think it's an absolute no-brainer how quickly, you can actually generate clients using this tool straight away. So click the button below and you'll have this in your inbox within a few seconds.